my camera around so that you've got me. Hello, hello, hello. Lisa Daly here. Welcome to my first solo Periscope. How exciting. If you're online, give me a quick heart. Shout hello. Tell me who I've got. Oh, a few more. FM Club World. Is that you, Roz? Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Sharing me some lots of love. I'm going to show you a few tips today. Firstly, on my experience with Mrs. Howard, are you there? In Sorrento, Italy. Had the most amazing time, and I just wanted to share with you a few things that obviously that I learned, that I went there to learn. Firstly, I'd like to say Sharon Howard is my biggest mucker in FM. She's absolutely brilliant on Periscope, social media, and I learn so much from that lady, I can't tell you. We bounce off each other, we have a great time when we're together. We don't have to be together very often, trust me, I think that would be absolutely wild, but I just wanted to say how much I've learned from her. She taught me all about Periscope, and I hope obviously that some of her team join me today and you can get some inspiration from me, and likewise my team can from her too. So I just wanted to say a massive thank you to Sharon, obviously, for everything that she teaches me and every bit of support that she does, and you know, she's absolutely fantastic. So where do I start? First of all, our training day. Let's talk about our training day, which was a main day that we actually spent the whole day learning all about FM. What we did learn was from our little booklet here was FM Group World Leaders Training. Okay, and what we were taught in this training was how to look at things differently. Okay, so we were blindfolded and some of us were given a nose clip, and during the group sessions we were actually given things like a pineapple, a rusty nail, a rubber glove, some sweets, a bit of ginger. Some of us had to listen to noises, so this could have been a busy train station or a busy office, or maybe a meadow where birds were tweeting and that sort of thing. And what we learned from this was obviously to find something in depth or inspiring as to what we were actually relating our perfumes to. So, for example, the Howards, Mr. and Mrs. Howard, they had to listen to some noises. One of them had to listen to some like very busy people talking in an office, and we had to write down what their thoughts were. So this, relating it to fragrances, what they were actually thinking were, this is a busy sort of fragrance, people that wear it in the day, that sort of thing. Then there was a meadow with birds singing, and they actually were thinking this would be more of a florally fragrance or a sweet fragrance, something that a young girl would wear, and how we could relate that to fragrances. My one I'm going to talk to you about was quite interesting because I was blindfolded and I also had a nose clip on, and out of this cup I had to pick out this item, and it was basically a piece of pineapple, which I didn't even know that it was pineapple. More to the point is because when my nose was blocked off, obviously I couldn't taste anything, so it was quite daunting that I could feel the texture in my mouth but I couldn't actually taste the pineapple, even though pineapple's got a strong taste. Now as soon as I took the nose clip off, obviously I could taste the pineapple, and then it became very sort of orientally crunchy sort of a flavour, and that was how we kind of related scents to fragrances and how we could describe fragrances with these sense of try, look, touch, feel, smell. Roy Strongrew, who's our diamond leader in the UK, he had like a rubber glove. It was quite funny to watch him because obviously he was blindfolded and he couldn't feel, he couldn't see what he was holding. It was a rubber glove, but what he could smell was like kind of rubbery kind of smell. It was smooth, and obviously he was trying to describe that in a perfume format, which was like quite interesting to see. And then Baruti, who's our golden girl, she had some Haribo sweets, so obviously she was thinking a very sweet kind of thing. So this enabled us to obviously describe our fragrances in a different way, just by holding and feeling and touching, and to obviously express obviously how what sort of people would wear these sort of fragrances and what sort of people weren't wearing, you know, different fragrances. And I think that was quite important as to what we actually learned. So that was really the main part of our training day in the workshop. What we also learnt was about the Hello Honey range and the information that was like really crucial for it to actually have its full benefits. One thing that really stuck out in my mind, I'm just going to flip over here, was the order of application and kind of how it was used, because I think obviously with it being bath salts, with it being shower gel, with it being scrub, with it being body pudding, we all kind of know how to put those products on our skin or utilize them in the bath. But I think what we need to know is obviously why they work and how they actually work. Now, the bath powder was obviously the main key to the actual training, because we shouldn't sit in the bath for longer than 20 minutes, and the temperature should be between 32 and 37 in order for it to have the full effect on our skin. And I think sometimes we maybe jump into a hot bath for a relaxing bath and stuff like that, but obviously it's crucial that these key points are actually utilised when we are using these products. So the bath powder needs to be in the bath for 20 minutes between 32 and 37 degrees. Then we need to cleanse the skin with Hello Honey shower gel. Then it was scrub, obviously, to utilise all over the body, and that needs to be used on cleansed skin. And sometimes people use a scrub before the shower gel, and obviously you're not going to get the same effect, so you need to cleanse the skin with shower gel first and then use the scrub. And obviously then after that we can use the body pudding, the honey pudding. The honey pudding is amazing. We were actually given some honey pudding at the event itself, and I used it on the night time after I'd had a bath in the hotel, and I couldn't believe the difference in my skin. It was absolutely fantastic. It was just so smooth, and just, it was brilliant. It was so good. So yeah, that was all about our training day. The next thing was we were actually taught how to take a good picture, and for that we had to go ha 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 ha. Now if you could do me a ha 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 Howard. We were told that we had to do that obviously for every picture that was taken through FM Group World, so it became a bit of a joke really, to be honest, but I thought it was great fun. And obviously every time everybody takes a picture of me now, well done Howard, that's what we have to do. So next time anybody sees me, maybe you could give me a big ha ha ha, and then I'll know we'll have clicked. Okay. Right, the other thing I wanted to talk to you about was a few things that obviously really stayed in my mind when two Jasper stars and an Amaranth Orchid got on stage at the training event. There were two things really that stuck out in my mind when they were actually asked to get up and speak. They were very, very inspirational. They were a family, husband and wife, two Jasper stars, and the son was an Amaranth. The younger son, obviously he got up, he was very motivational, he was very young, he got people on the stage, and they were a great family. You could tell that they really, really worked the unit together as a family, and obviously they're all benefiting from it now, which is absolutely brilliant. One thing that he talked about, which I thought was like really, oh, I might give that a go as a leader to my team, was 20 a day. And what he tries to obviously instill in his team is when they leave the house in the morning, they're not allowed to get back into the house or go back home until they've actually sold 20 points a day. Who can go home today? Obviously you've got to have the motivation to get up, smile, get out the house, talk to everybody that you meet, and basically you cannot return until you actually have sold 20 points. Okay, I did this at party plan training that I did a few weeks ago, and I gave a challenge to my actual Roadrunners and told them that they weren't allowed home until they'd actually sold 20 points. And you'd be amazed really how well they did and how motivated they actually were to actually not go home. I'm not going home until I've done them 20 points. And what you'll also get to know is obviously that motivation inside you, and that vision of I've got to do that before I go home is just, oh God, you've got to do it. Okay, so this is just a tip from obviously a Jasper star in Italy, which I thought was absolutely fantastic. So bang the screen, tap me some hearts if you're enjoying these top tips. Yeah, they're all coming through. Okay, now the other thing what I thought was a little bit harsh was a conversation that they'd also had on stage, but realistically it was real. Okay, I don't know whether other leaders have this or, you know, anything else. What I am going to say to you is it was real. So if somebody has come into my door, you know, a girl that had joined FM, and she was like, oh, I can't, you know, I haven't done any points this month, and, oh, you know, I'm finding it really hard. Nobody, you've all heard it. You've all heard it. Yeah? This was his answer. Do you wash? Do you wash? Give me a yes if you wash. FM sell shower gel. Why aren't you buying from your own business? There's no excuse. There is no excuse. In this business, you have to be passionate about what you have in your hands. Now, I was talking to Anita, who owns FM UK, the other day, and obviously she just said to me, Lisa, your passion is infectious, you know, but I can't tell you how passionate I am about this business, you know. I buy everything, you know, all their shower gel and their washing up liquid. I remember last week running out of the aloe vera washing liquid for the sink, and I thought it was the end of the world. Sean had to go and buy some fairy liquid, and instantly I could smell all the chemicals in it. My hands were dry. I was just basically was going to pay £6 delivery just for a tub of aloe vera washing up liquid. So I just feel that sometimes he's right, you know, there is no excuse why you should just be doing 0 points, because if you just made that switch to using your everyday products, what's that? I won't use any other shower gel but ours. I like your style, Howard. Then, you know, there's no need for you to do 0 points a month, because if you just made that change to your own business and use some of your commission, it'd be cost you less than actually buying supermarket anyway. So utilise these top tips. Firstly, don't go back home. Once you've left the house in the morning, you get up, you smile, you say good morning to everybody you meet, and you tell 2 people a day that you're a perfume consultant, and you do not return back to that house until you've done 20 points. See if you can do that challenge. Secondly, if you've done no points this month, then you haven't got the passion for this business. You need to find that passion first. No points, no gain. Okay, you need to make the switch to all the things that you utilise in the house to what FM products do, so that you can obviously talk about the shower gel. You can talk about the washing liquid. I can talk about any products that FM sell because I physically use them myself. I can't tell you how important that is. So now I've gabbled on for about the last 10-15 minutes. Did you enjoy my first Periscope? Tap the screen, share me some love. All 15 people on Periscope, I'm really touched. I was just thinking I was just going to have a handful of people, but it's great to have you on board, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm hoping to do a few more now. I've got this little flashy tripod on my iPhone 6. It's absolutely balling. I hope to catch you all sometime soon. I'm really sorry I'm not at the FM conference, but I hope you all have a whale of a time. Say hello to everyone for me, and I hope to catch you all soon. Thank you.